Welcome back this evening. Let's have a look at some of your business news in market sense. First things first, we'll be starting off with our number of the day. And today, our number of the day is 10.25. That's 10.25%. Well, today the South African Reserve Bank Governor Lesetja Kganyago announced that the interest rate for South Africa will be rising by 25 basis points effective from tomorrow. Well, therefore increasing the prime rate to 10.25% from 10%. The prime rate is the rate essentially at which commercial banks lend money to borrowers, which is us. Well, that means that us, the consumers, will now be paying a little bit more for our loans, our credit cards, as well as our bonds, as well as other things that we take out on credit. This is the first hike in 2 years. The governor says that delaying the adjustment could also cause inflation expectations to now become higher and require a stronger monetary policy response in the near future. Well, at this meeting, 3 members preferred an increase and 3 members preferred an unchanged stance. Kganyago says that their projection model shows that a possible further 4 interest rate hikes by the end of the year 2020. Well, essentially, let's have a look at how this actually affects us as consumers. If we talk about a bond payment, we're looking at a bond payment around R1 million, right? If we're here at R1 million, essentially it was at 10%, and that is what we would be paying on our bond. That's 9,321 rand. That is what it was on the previous bond payment. And now, since we've seen the interest rate increase by those 25 basis points, of course, now you would be paying at 9,818 rand. That's about a 500 rand difference. So essentially, that's affecting our households. That's taking away from more expenditure as well as disposable income. Well, let's also take a little bit higher on the rand. Of course, I've just mentioned that on the bond that you would be paying. All right, let's have a look now if you would take a 2 million rand bond on your house. If you were paying around 18,634 as a bond payment monthly, you would be paying that amount. Now that we take into consideration the increase there of that 10.25% increase on the basis points there, we would now be paying 19,000 rand 633. That's about 1,000 rand more on a bond payment. Of course, just giving you a bit of an overview, essentially in view terms on how that's actually going to be affecting us, how that's going to be affecting our households and our expenditure and our disposable expenditure rather. Let's also cross